Alright everybody, I'm going to be making some jerky. I've already pre-marinated my jerky overnight. It is a arm roast that I just had done at the local farmer's market. They sliced it up for me pretty good there. So let me tell you what I marinated it with. I got some bottled hoisin sauce that you can get in your Asian aisle. Some Goya seasoning, and that is the adobo Goya, and that's it's really tasty. It's kind of a Mexican thing. The other thing that I used was some Szechuan stir fry in a bottle there. Salt and pepper, of course. I live in New Mexico, so I also use some red chili powder. You can use can if you don't live in my area, because you can only pretty much get that here. There's a way that I do this. I set the oven to about 300 degrees on bake, and then I take the racks out of the oven, which like this. And I'll show you how I'm going to do that. Okay, so you get some heavy-duty Reynolds wrap and measure it out to where it's as long as your rack. Lay it over the rack and you just fold it to where it's nice and tight. Secure it. Let's do the other side. Being crazy with it. Okay. Do the other side here. You can measure it out. I've also let that beef marinate overnight. And if it looks a little funky, it's okay. Okay. I got one done. So I'm going to go over to my freezer and grab an ice pick. I'm sure you know where I'm going with this. Take the ice pick and just start making holes all over this. You don't have to be precise with it. Just start stabbing. Be careful. Also, in your oven, you probably want to put some tinfoil on the bottom so you don't have to clean all that up. You know, with oven cleaner and all that jazz. So this will make, let's see, I probably got 3 to 4 pounds. And it'll probably go, you know, when it dries out, probably get down to, there's my oven. Maybe 2 pounds, maybe 1 pound, I don't know. I'll tell you when it's done. So jerky, and probably spend about $7 on the meat. And if you've ever bought jerky before, you know how expensive it is. I'm going to do my other rack, and then we'll piece the meat on here when I get back. Okay, now that I got both racks done, I'm going to start laying this out, and as you can tell, I don't have much room in this kitchen, but it's a kitchen, works. So here's my jerky, and I'm just going to start taking it out. As you can see, I didn't have them slice it on the large side, you know, of the roast. I told them to take it from the sides with the grain, and that way it gives you nice manageable pieces to work with. So we're just going to start laying these out flat onto our makeshift dehydrator here. And if you have a dehydrator, you know, one of those Roncos with the little trays and everything, those are good too. I actually have one, but I like to do this because it just more area that I can lay out. Nothing against you, Ron Popeil. but this just gives me a little more area for as much jerky as I want to eat. So we're just going to lay all these out, and just, you know, you don't have to, just leave a little space in between, maybe a centimeter or so, because these will shrink a little bit. And see what I'm saying? These are a lot better manageable pieces if you have them cut that way. It's just easier for me to put on here. And you don't have to be perfect with it, you know, just lay it on there. I'm sure they don't do this in a jerky factory. Anyway, you guys get the point. Just lay it out. Make sure it's nice and flat. I'll do my other rack and then I'll see you in a minute. Alright, welcome back. I got my meat in the oven, and I'll show that to you here in a second. I'm just going to recap what I marinated this arm roast in. I have all the ingredients here. I used liquid smoke. I'm not really one to measure things. What I did is I put the meat in a bowl and just added ingredients to taste. So let's just make a rule of thumb, about a tablespoon of each wet ingredient, and to shake on taste of each dry ingredient. So of course, you know, you have your liquid smoke. Then we have soy sauce. The hoisin sauce I was talking about is kind of a sweet, little spicy Asian sauce. Then we have the Szechuan spicy stir fry sauce. It's very, very good, and any brand of this will do. Then we have the Goya adobo, which is kind of a ethnic Latino spice. Then we have the New Mexico red chili, and I'm sorry I ripped off here because this is, you know, the bag. This is just red chili powder, and you can find it in the Mexican aisle. Like I said, you can use cayenne if you can't find it. This would be called, if you go to a market that's all in Spanish, it would be chile rojo. So that's how you would find that. And then, you know, of course, the salt, and then just regular pepper. And then we'll take a little peek at what I got going in the oven. Let me pick up my tablet here. What I did is I put them right in the middle, and my oven is at 300 degrees, and you see how good that looks. And I keep the light on because I think that just adds a little drying time. I don't know. But what you want to do is just keep your oven kind of cracked like that. And we'll do that for, now we'll check on them in about 4 hours, see how they're coming. Okay, I just took it out of the oven. It's still pretty warm, but when you pick it up, I put this one out a little while ago, but you want it pretty crisp. You don't want any you know, liquid or anything like that. Tastes really good. Main thing, just let it cool, and then, you know, just make sure that it's dry, so you don't get any bugs or anything in it, you know, of course. But just put it into a freezer bag and enjoy. Tell me how yours comes out. I had a lot of fun making this video.